you need to interview the company that you want to work for as well. Keep that in mind, okay guys? Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It is Angie Say Less. Alright, so this video is going to be a little bit different. We are going to tap in to the pros and cons of working for Louis Vuitton. I just want to give a quick shout out to who I am wearing today. I have on my What Is Fashion t-shirt. Really love my shirt. It is so comfortable. Make sure you shop now. You can find them on Instagram at _whatisfashion_, or you can shop now at whatisfashionclothing.com. I will be sure to link and tag them below. Before I get started, I do want to mention that I am making this video based off my preference of the pros and the cons of working for Louis Vuitton. Now, every previous client advisor has their own opinion, own discretion. And please note, this is not in no way, shape, or form going to be a bash Louis Vuitton video at all. This is just a personal video based off my preference of working for the company. I'm so excited to make this video because, you know, I think not a lot of people see on the internet or can find whether, you know, this is a good job or a fit for them. You need to interview the company that you want to work for as well. Keep that in mind, okay guys? All right, let's go ahead and get started. I made a little note list. I want to make sure I give you guys as much information as I can. I want to start off on a positive note. My first pro is going to be the fact that you are able to have your uniforms dry cleaned for you. Pressed, ironed, dry cleaned. Okay, honey, to me that is a super pro of working for Louis Vuitton. Knowing you can come in your lounge clothes and change and have your clothes ready at your workplace, pressed iron. And I forget to mention that they actually allowed your clothes to be tailored beforehand. That was such a great pro. Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy houses a bunch of different other brands underneath this huge umbrella. So you have Fendi, Dior, well, Christian Dior, and Moet Hennessy, just to name a few. Okay, so working for Louis Vuitton, you would think you would be able to get perks from the other stores because you work for Louis Vuitton. That is incorrect. So working for Louis Vuitton, you only get your discount at Louis Vuitton. And that was kind of depressing for me because I really wanted a Christian Dior handbag, but you know, we didn't get those perks or those benefits. You know, that was kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. You chose to work at Louis Vuitton, so just understand your discount will be at Louis Vuitton. As far as the discount goes, you get it after 90 days. Just like a trial period. I think that's pretty standard for like any company, to be honest with you. Discount itself capped out at $3K, around $3K, $3,500, around that amount. You know, when your bags cost anywhere from $1,700 and up, you know, that's not a huge amount. So you have to factor in the discount as well, which I guess that kind of gave you a little bit more leeway space, but it still to me wasn't really worth the while. If you really wanted something from Louis Vuitton, I think it was better to get maybe a textile or a fashion piece, or, you know, maybe some jewelry, maybe some shoes or something in that nature, because you really couldn't get access to any high wanted items. So for example, the Pochette Felicie, you wouldn't be able to have access to that because the store actually would have to have 3 or more of that item in store in order for you to get access to it. And your discount as well had to be through your manager. I had no problem with that. I'm always used to the manager having to discount or override an item for you. And you know, everybody's manager is different. Some managers are strictly by the book. Some managers are a little bit lenient when it comes to giving your discount. Not saying that they had the option to up the discount or anything. It was 30%, but you know, if we knew that we're getting a bunch of orders for a on-the-go purse and you really wanted the on-the-go, once Louis Vuitton decided to make it a household item, which means there would be more availability of it, your manager might give you that item discounted. So it's just like little things like that to keep note of. So another pro, this probably had to be like my favorite experience from the entire company and working there, it would have to be the induction. So this is pretty much after you're hired a couple months later, as long as you stick around after your probationary period, you typically would get an all expense paid trip to Miami. Some people go to Dallas. I think it all depends on where your actual store is located that you're working at. But for me, I was located down south, so we were able to go to Miami, which is one of the main areas for the headquarters for Louis Vuitton. So going to Miami, all expense paid trip, felt like a vacation, but we were still working. It was pretty much your onboarding / welcoming into working for Louis Vuitton. So this is a place where you go, you meet other like-minded individuals who just started with the company, and you're all in a room having breakfast, talking about everything, but you pretty much learn the history and all things Louis Vuitton. It's like a boot camp for that. This is such a personal con. Honestly, I just don't like doing this. This is one of the reasons why I had to leave retail behind. Inventory counts, Lord Jesus, it's something you need to know how to do, whether you're going to be a business person, whether you're going to, work anywhere. 9 times out of 10 you kind of need to know something about inventory counts. This was like a day where if you were on the schedule, you had to go really early in the morning to do an inventory count. If you were not on the schedule, you still had to go really early in the morning to do an inventory count. The only way to get out of it was kind of like doing PTO, which who's wasting a PTO day for that? Do you guys know how much inventory is in a Louis Vuitton store? Just guess. Just guess. I know it may seem like we don't have the bag you're looking for when you come into the store, but trust me, we have a lot of items. Just saying. Just saying. If you are a top seller for a week, I think they do like weekly incentives, monthly incentives sometimes. So I was fortunate enough to win an incentive of an extra PTO day off. With that extra PTO day, I also gained a volunteer day where I can volunteer to any charity of my choosing in my state, which I would also get fully paid for that entire work day. One of my biggest cons of working for Louis Vuitton would have to be the low paying commission. So, coming into the job, they tell you about hourly pay that you're gonna get. It's usually on average between $21 to $27. I haven't really seen more than that. So if you get that hourly wage, that's how they kind of will you in. And then they tell you on top of that, with your commission, you're gonna make so much money because Louis Vuitton practically sells itself. Louis Vuitton pieces are not inexpensive. I do think the brand itself sells itself. However, we have to work to hit our numbers. Just like any other sales advisor at any other company, we still have to put in work to hit those numbers. So a person may come in for a handbag, but you yourself need to understand how to cross-sell, how to upsell. So if you're not familiar with that, you're probably not going to hit your numbers. And the numbers are usually pretty high. We have daily numbers and we have monthly quotas. Like, you got to hit these numbers. So at the end of the day, I feel like the pieces that sold the most, we got the lowest commission on, and we're talking quarters. Okay guys, like it's not a lot of money you're getting for selling a Neverfull. Secret's out. The secret's out. But at the end of the day, you had to be a hustler to work in this environment. That's any sales environment in my personal opinion. However, one of the pros would have to be the high payouts on commission. So you do get high payouts on commission if you are selling high ticketed items such as diamond jewelry, or, which is what we call our fine jewelry, or you are selling a crocodile piece. Exotic pieces pay the best, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's it. So I sold my first crocodile piece, and shout out to my client. After experiencing that amount of money in your paycheck, you're like, oh my God, there's hope after all. But that's not practical to get that item sold every single day or every single month, let alone, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, it can make or break you. If you're able to sell a crocodile piece every single month, you're gonna make good money at Louis Vuitton. That about wraps up this entire video. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more Louis Vuitton content. I have some more videos coming soon. I do want to thank everybody who's been in my DMs lately, who's been reaching out to me. Good luck to those who've had their interviews. Congrats to those who actually got to start this new journey with Louis Vuitton. Love you guys.